My sister-in-law demanded I change my wedding date because it's too close to her 1-year anniversary and might upset her, so I kept my date and uninvited her entirely. When my fiancé and I announced our wedding date, I thought everyone would be excited. We'd been engaged for 2 years, saving every penny we could, and finally locked in our dream venue for June 14th. The deposit alone took 6 months of overtime shifts, but we were thrilled. My sister-in-law Rachel called me that same night around 10 p.m. No congratulations, no excitement in her voice. She just said, "We need to talk about your date." I asked what was wrong, and she explained that her anniversary was June 10th, and having my wedding only 4 days later would steal her thunder and overshadow her special milestone. I honestly thought she was joking at first. I even laughed and said, "Rachel, your anniversary is still your day," but she wasn't laughing. She told me that everyone in the family would be too focused on my wedding to care about her anniversary dinner. She said people would inevitably compare the two events, and it would ruin all her memories of her first year of marriage. I tried to be understanding. I reminded her that we'd already paid a non-refundable deposit and booked vendors months in advance. She cut me off and said, "Well, you should have checked with family first before making major decisions." That's when she delivered the ultimatum: change the date or she wouldn't come to the wedding. She said it so matter-of-factly, like she was doing me a favor by giving me the option. My fiancé tried talking to his brother the next day, hoping he'd talk some sense into Rachel. His brother just shrugged and said, "Happy wife, happy life, man. Just move it a few weeks. What's the big deal?" He didn't even seem to care that we'd lose thousands of dollars. Over the next week, Rachel kept texting me alternative dates that would work better for her schedule. She sent me a whole spreadsheet color-coded by season with pros and cons for each month. It was insane. She even suggested we do a fall wedding because fall photos are so much more elegant anyway. My mother-in-law called and gently suggested that maybe we could consider October instead. She said Rachel had been crying every day about this and it was causing so much stress in the family. I asked her if she was serious and she said, "You know how Rachel is. It's just easier to work around her." That phrase hit me like a truck. You know how Rachel is. I'd heard it a dozen times over the past 3 years. When Rachel threw a fit because I wore white to her engagement party, even though it was a white-themed party she planned. When she uninvited my fiancé's grandmother from Christmas because she gave us a more expensive gift. When she demanded to be involved in choosing my engagement ring because families should have input on major purchases. Every single time the family just gave in because it was easier than dealing with her tantrums. That's when I realized this wasn't about dates or anniversaries or thunder. Rachel wanted control. She wanted everyone to know that she could manipulate any situation to revolve around her. And the family had trained themselves to just let it happen. So I sent her a text that night. "You're absolutely right, Rachel. Having you at the wedding would take attention away from our day. Since you're so concerned about stealing thunder, I'm officially uninviting you." Problem solved. My phone exploded within minutes. Rachel called me sobbing, saying I was a terrible person and that I was tearing the family apart over something so petty. She said she was just trying to protect her marriage and I was being selfish. My fiancé's parents called an emergency family meeting. His dad said I was being unreasonable, and that family comes first. His mom cried and said this would create a rift that might never heal. My fiancé's brother accused me of being jealous of Rachel's marriage, but my fiancé stood by me. He told his family that we were done bending over backwards for Rachel's dramatics. He said if they wanted to miss our wedding to support her, that was their choice, but we weren't changing anything. Rachel posted on Facebook about how hurt she was that family didn't value her feelings. She wrote this long post about how modern brides are so entitled and don't respect the sanctity of marriage anniversaries anymore. Dozens of her friends commented with support, calling me names without even knowing the full story. The wedding happened on June 14th, exactly as planned. Rachel and my brother-in-law didn't come, neither did my in-laws. But you know what? It was absolutely perfect. No drama, no passive-aggressive comments, no Rachel making faces in the background of photos.